Namo Amida. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Wherever you are, whenever you are, in whichever realms of existence you are, welcome to my channel. Figured I'd make a video by the seaside today. It's really beautiful here. Different seaside than the other video I made by the seaside. Anyway, different part of the country, different part of the sea, obviously. What I wanted to talk about today was the regrets of the past that I have with people, with family, with friends. And people that I really wish I'd behaved differently with, or been a better friend, been a better boyfriend, been a better son, and a better brother. All those relationships I wish I'd done a better job with. And sometimes I really yearn for that. I really wish for that, very strongly, very painfully. Not like I was a total jerk, but was been absorbed a lot in my own pain from the past. Just absorbed in myself, absorbed in my own mind a lot for various reasons in my life, and just wasn't present a lot of the time. Even though I was physically there, I just mentally and emotionally a lot of the time wasn't really present, or was just kind of too worried about my own insecurities or anger or depression or whatever it was, that I couldn't, it's my own selfishness, that I just wasn't in those relationships. I didn't really build them. And obviously, living a life of addiction, with food addiction, with gluttony, life of gluttonous addiction, food addiction, that has really damaged my relationships and really made me, distant from people. In addition to my whopping distrust that I talked about in another video for humans, that deeply affected all my relationships, from as long as I can remember, really. I just didn't trust people, even as a kid. So that really, it was always just, anyway. So, I have a lot of regrets in that sense of what I wish I had been as a friend, or a family member, or a boyfriend, or a fiance. I've been engaged a few times and then never married. But just wishing so badly that I could have done something differently. And then also when I've been involved with other types of Buddhism, and other practices, wishing so badly that I could change through those. And other things I've been involved with to try to change myself, to change my life. And it's not that there's been no growth and no change in my life, but it's really, one step forward, three steps back kind of thing, just, make progress, takes, steps back. And that's just life in general. I'm not talking about Buddhist practice. I've been total failure as far as Buddhist practices are concerned, of various kinds. Total failure. Didn't have any impact whatsoever on my karmic condition, my life, or my life change. I suppose, except in terms of just general Buddhist cosmology and general Buddhist teachings, just giving me that Buddhist perspective, that Dharma eye on things, to just be able to see life through the Buddhist lens has made a big difference, has made a big change, but it wasn't out of any kind of practice. I think just my karma and deep reflection were just attuned to that, to be able to do that. But anyway, but when I was involved with Buddhist practices, I would always wish that it would change me here. I had the goal of wanting to become a Buddha, or the aspiration to become a Buddha, eventually, gradually through those practices, and some of them, wishing for, quick enlightenment through certain practices, and life, enlightenment here and now in this life, it's certain with certain schools of Buddhism and practices, but to no avail, obviously. But through those, I was always wishing I could change and be different with my relationships with family and friends and people and present and or co-workers and so forth. But again, to no avail, really. To little avail. Like I said, I'm a very different person than I was, decades ago. I've changed quite a bit, but not to any degree where it would really super change my relating to people. So the thing about Jodo Shinshu Buddhism and the teachings is that I can go, I can go to Pure Land through Amida's power and become a Buddha, and then so I put all of that yearning for my relationships to have been different or to be different now into that I can truly help all those people that I have all those karmic ties with, good, the bad, the ugly, and the beautiful. I can have a better, obviously I can have the best relationship with them as a Buddha. Once I become a Buddha, I can have real wisdom and real compassion and real ability to, that's the best relationship you can have with somebody, is to be a Buddha for them, behind the scenes or in whatever way you can be in various forms as a Buddha to them, to help them in whatever lifetimes they're in. That's the best thing. So I put all that yearning into following the path, working with my good teaching, my Dharma guide, working with, listening deeply to the Dharma, entrusting to Amida, wishing to go to his land, and saying Nembutsu. I put all of that yearning for that into that, into all of that. Because that's, I put it into my aspiration to become a Buddha. And my only way I'm going to become a Buddha is through Amida's power and through Amida's other power, because I have no power in myself to do it. And it's a real deep yearning to be able to do that. There's not too much I'm going to be able to do to change my relating to people in this lifetime. As like I said, I have made, so there has been significant change in that sense, but not really on a really deeper level. I'm very kind to people. I'm very, I'm cordial. And I have a best mate at work. I have best mates outside of work, with common interests and things like that. And I'm the best possible husband I could be for my wife. And as good a son to my mother as I can be, and to all my relatives as I can be. But there's still quite a distance. I live in a completely different country from most of them. But I try to be the best family member I can be to my in-laws and my niece here, and my life here as well. But it's just, it's not going to be a big change. It's not going to be, it's not going to be what I wish it to be. I can't be the person I wish to be. Karmically, I cannot do that. Karmically, I can't show true compassion. karmically I can't do act as I wish. I just cannot, or change as I wish. And so I put all that desire, all that yearning, all that wish for that into the Jodo Shinju path and into the goal of becoming a Buddha through Amida Buddha's power, which is really Amida's goal, not my own goal. But this is a deep yearning for me, and a deep wish. And so that's what I do. If I become a Buddha, I can be the best aspect of the true reality to these people, to all these beings, in whatever lifetime they are. I can be the best thing I can be to them as a Buddha. You can't give somebody a better thing than to be a Buddha for them, to influence them as a Buddha behind the scenes or in whatever myriad forms that a Buddha can take to help people. And that's what I can do. And I put all of that in there. So all of my past girlfriends, all of my family, past and present, all of my friends, past and present, all my acquaintances, past and present, all of my coworkers, past and present. I wish I could have been a better person to them. I can put all of that into becoming a Buddha and doing everything I can to open myself to Amida's light, through listening deeply, through working with a good teacher, through entrusting as best I can to Amida, until he installs Shinjin in my heart mind, in my life, and wish to go to his land and say Nembutsu, in gratitude, in homage, in refuge to him, to become a Buddha at the end of his life, if I have Shinjin, if I'm given Shinjin through Amida's power, through Amida's light. And that is that is one thing I can put that yearning into. That's the only thing I can put that yearning into, really. And it kind of calms the yearning too, kind of. It's not a special state or anything, but it's something I can be really grateful, and it gives me a relief. I can put that into that. The relief from the guilt or the regret or the, self-loathing or I get relief from it through that. Again, not a special state of mind, not a special thing, not a special practice or anything. It's just it does have that effect, which I'm very grateful for. So, and I've done that for a long time, for many years, off and on with the Jodo Shinshu path, and off and on with, working with Paul Roberts, working with Joshua Adrian, working with Gabriel. But all through my whole, I realized that early on, that wow, when I first discovered, not first discovered it, but first had that experience where I fell to my knees and begged Amida for his help, and said the Nembutsu that first time back in the mid-noughties, the mid-2000s. Early on, when I was studying it, when I was reading and studying about Pure Land Buddhism, I realized that if I go to Pure Land through Amida's power, I can help all these people, and that I have all these regrets about and wish I was a better person. I can help them find there's something I can do, and that's the only way I can do it. So for a lot of years, I've had that thought through Amida's prompting, I'm sure, through Amida's power, through Amida's light, giving me that understanding, and then it was confirmed as I read the teachings. Anyway, that's a deep one for me. That's a really deep yearning. I put it into that. So is my yearning, first and foremost is my yearning, my aspiration to become a Buddha. That's my highest above all aspiration in life. And I can't do that of my self-power. I have no I don't have I don't have the karmic resources, the karmic causes to be able to practice any kind of Buddhism effectively to accomplish that. I have deep evil merit, deep evil karmic causes, and I'm a total spiritual idiot and bumble. So there's no way I'm going to achieve that aspiration, and there's no way I'm going to be able to realize that aspiration of my own power. So I need to use Amida's power. That's the only way I can do it, and become a Buddha, and then through his power, and then be able to help all these people and all these beings in whatever worlds they're in: hells, ghosts, animal realm, human realm, God realms. I can help them. I think I have a suspicion. I've kind of indirectly alluded to this in another video, that I think I have connections, deep connections with the hell realms, the ghost realms, and the animal realms. So I suspect I'm going to be helping beings in those realms quite a bit, in terms of my karmic connections. But also obviously these people that, all the people and beings I have these karmic connections with, for innumerable lifetimes. But I'm just so grateful for that. I'm grateful to Amida for that possibility to become a Buddha and to be able to help all these beings that I have these karmic ties with. And it gives great relief from that pain, the pain of not being able to be the person that I wish. Not being able to act as I wish, not being able to change as I wish, not being able to help people as I wish, not being able to relate to people as I wish. I get great relief through the thought that if I become a Buddha, I can be have the ultimate relationship to them. So, and help them, truly help them. That's it for today. So, thanks for listening. Namo Amida Boo.